I've said this before, China's Belt and Road Initiative is riddled with potholes. Belt and road blocks, more like. In the last few months, we've seen various B.R.I. projects getting cancelled and numerous reports of rampant corruption. Now, a B.R.I. project in Cambodia has been declared a human rights disaster, one that has upended thousands of lives. We're talking about the Lower Sisantu Dam in northeastern Cambodia. The map on your screen shows you where it's located. This hydroelectric project is situated along a tributary of the Mekong River, which is said to be the lifeline of Cambodia. As for the project, it is said to be one of Asia's widest dams. It was built at a cost of $816 million, constructed jointly by China and Cambodia, and was officially launched in December 2018. Since then, there have been numerous concerns on how this dam would inundate several villages and lead to the displacement of local villagers. Now, a Human Rights Watch report has proven that this dam has already upended thousands of lives. The report says that this Chinese project has hurt the lives and livelihoods of indigenous and ethnic minorities living in this area. It's a 137-page report. It documents the economic, social and environmental violations as a result of this project. Let me list out the most significant findings. This is what it says, that Chinese officials and Cambodian authorities consulted with these communities before the project began, but they ignored all the concerns expressed. It says that they made no attempt to obtain prior and informed consent for the project, as is specified in the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. In fact, from 2011 to 2018, the indigenous communities protested and wrote numerous letters listing their concerns, but all their complaints were dismissed. Those who objected were threatened and jailed. And the result is this: nearly 5,000 people have been displaced since this project was launched. This includes people whose families had lived in the area for generations. The project has also destroyed their livelihoods. The locals relied mostly on fishing income. But ever since the project began, there has been a steep decline in fishery yields, to the extent that there aren't even enough fish to eat now. The displaced villagers say their agricultural yields have also decreased. The lands they have been relocated to are less fertile, with little to grow, and the government provides no compensation for the loss of income. China Huaneng Group, the enterprise behind this project, has not set up any effective grievance mechanism to resolve these disputes or complaints. The villagers have been left to fend for themselves. The impact is as much economic as it is environmental. The report says that several studies have shown that decomposing vegetative matter has been submerged by the dam's reservoirs and is leading to emissions of greenhouse gases that rival the emissions by ordinary fossil fuel plants. And if that wasn't enough, there is also proof of distortion and fabrication of facts. The report says that China Huaneng has repeatedly claimed that the dam can produce at least 1,998 gigawatt hours of electricity per year, which is about 1/6 of Cambodia's annual power production. But according to the project's tax revenue estimates accessed by investigators, the dam's actual production is less than half of what Chinese officials claim. Simply put, this is yet another classic B.R.I. project. There's absolutely no regard for the impact on indigenous people, with no regard whatsoever for the environmental damage being caused, and no proof of how the project is beneficial to Cambodians. What's quite evident, though, is China's appetite for more land, more money, and more overseas influence, even if it comes at the cost of ruining thousands of lives. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.